Hey guys, what up? I am Dat Hippie, and welcome back to another video. God, my hair. We're doing another top 10 today. Well, this morning. My hair's now a mess because I was headbanging. Great! But, yeah, we are going to be doing a top 10 on my favorite dramatic scenes in gaming. And this is all my opinion. Remember this. In my opinion. It's in the name of the fucking videos, damn it. So, my opinion. First off, I just have to tell you, spoilers. If you haven't played any of the games on this list, don't watch. I will be mentioning the games they come from before telling you the scene. If you don't want to see it, don't watch. If you haven't beaten the game, don't watch. Alright? Secondly, there's a lot of Final Fantasy on this list, but that's because Final Fantasy tends to like the drama stuff. So a lot of my favorite scenes in gaming comes from Final Fantasy games. Drama, Final Fantasy kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it? I mean, Cloud and Tifa, a lot of drama there. Yuna and Tidus, a lot of Tifa, lot of Tifa there. Well, there is that conspiracy going around the internet that all the Final Fantasy worlds happen in one world. Just a bunch of different time periods on the same planet. It could happen. I mean, look at, you have Shinra in X2, the little kid Shinra. Final Fantasy VII, you have Shinra Incorporated. They could be connected. You don't know. That's what scares me. There's nothing to disprove it, but there's nothing to prove it, which is what scares me. We just gotta wait for Square Enix to tell us, no, they're all on different planets, or yes, they all happen in the same world, which would fucking scare the shit out of me. Be like, oh god, could be possible. Auron could be descended from Cloud, or the other way around. Cloud would probably more be descended from Auron. I don't know. Timeline's weird. Fuck it. But we're gonna start off. Number 10 from Final Fantasy X is the campsite scene that takes place outside of Zanarkand. Yes, I have these written down right over here in this little fancy notebook thingy here. I have them all written down so I don't forget or mix and match them. So, yeah, the Zanarkand campsite scene. You know, the one where you first load up the game and he tells you, listen to my story? Yeah, that one. That scene. That scene is probably my favorite, even as a little kid, because you could kind of see a relationship already before you even played the game between Tidus, who you knew was the main character, and this girl, Yuna, who you discover later. But if it was like your first time playing the game, you're like, oh, is that like his girlfriend, his wife, sister? What is it? There's some kind of relationship here. What's the relationship? He's obviously comforting this girl. What's going on? Man. Arm movement. Yeah, but, alright. So that's number 10. From Final Fantasy X, number 10, yeah. That was an accident. That was not planned. My screen just glitched out. I hope that doesn't stay in the video. But that wasn't planned. But, now, moving on to a new game. It was the re-released reboot DMC. Was the brutal beating Kat endured after they broke into the organization's headquarters. Yeah. The brutal beating where Dante is telling her just like, put your hands behind your head. And yeah, spoiler alert, if you haven't gotten this far in the game. If you haven't, one, you're stupid because it's a really easy game, even on the hardest difficulty. But, yeah. And she just gets brutally beaten, and there's nothing Dante can do to save her. Like, he's trying to comfort her, hold onto her hand, but he's in limbo, and she's in the real world, so he can't do anything. Yeah, so that was really, kind of dramatic, and yeah, I wasn't expecting it at that point in the game. I was like, oh, they're just gonna take her, and then all of a sudden, whack! And just start kicking her while she's down. I was like, holy shit! So yeah, that took number 9. And then number 8, staying in DMC, the reboot DMC. Yeah, I liked a lot of the scenes from the reboot DMC. And that's not saying that I don't like the original Devil May Cry games, but I really liked this reboot, and I hope they make a second one. Staying with the exact same art style and stuff, and keeping this story going, because, well, while it is very similar to the original games, the art style and the combat mechanics are, I think, better. Well, a lot of people will disagree with me. If you do, go ahead and mention it in the comments. I don't fucking care, in my opinion again. But number 8, the trading scene, where you capture Mundus's whore, who has his baby, and you're trading her for Cat. And as they just cross paths, and you barely have Cat on your side, what does Virgil do? Of course he shoots the fucking baby, and then he shoots the demon in the fucking head, pissing off Mundus. God damn it, Virgil. Well, but it did set up a pretty neat scene. The getaway scene where you have to shift things in limbo so they don't die. Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was a really cool setup because everyone got pulled into limbo, which Virgil usually doesn't get pulled into limbo a lot. He can resist getting pulled into limbo, which is hilarious, but it's not his power. It's the power of Yamato is what keeps him in the real world, which I think is bullshit. But yeah, that is number 7. No, number 8. Yeah, going on to number 7 is from Final Fantasy 7. Again, this was not planned, but for some odd reason this keeps happening. But Aerith's death. And no, I don't like this scene because, oh, Aerith died. No, I liked it because, yes, Aerith died! Fuck you, bitch! Ugh! Sorry, I hate Aerith. Aerith or Aerith, I don't remember. Because in the movie it's Aerith, but in the game it's Aerith. Whatever. I hated her. I fucking hated Aerith. I don't know why. But when all of a sudden in my game I was trying to get Cloud to go with Tifa, I did a playthrough of it recently on my friend Rory's Gingerbeard on Gingerbeard's PS3, but because he had the downloaded Final Fantasy 7 game from PSN, and while I was playing through, and I did all the stuff correctly in order to get like Tifa to like fall for you and stuff, and all of a sudden Cloud starts hitting on Aerith. I wasn't doing it. I was like, what are you doing? Cloud! No! Big tits! Not no tits, big tits! Must go for big tits. And then, like, when I got to the Aerith death scene, I was like, yes! Set up the events of Advent Children game. And then somebody please make a Final Fantasy VII 2. I mean, you made X2, and it was kind of a flop. 13-2 was better than X2, but still not the sequel of a Final Fantasy game people want. We want like Final Fantasy 7-2 or Final Fantasy 8-2. Because come on, let's face it, who doesn't want to see Leon killing people again? I mean, I really liked the Gunblade, but someone I knew recently made a Gunblade, but it wasn't like a giant two-handed sword thing. It was like a little short sword and had a revolver in the grip, and it was functional. Like he could shoot the revolver while. And I'm like, what are you doing? Preparing for the zombie apocalypse? And he looked at me with a straight face and went, yes. Make me one. I would take that thing everywhere. Just like if I ever got a Dante jacket from Devil May Cry, I would wear it everywhere. That wouldn't just be for Comic-Con or something stupid like that. No, I'd get a DMC Dante jacket, and I would wear it every day of the year. Don't care if it's 100 degrees outside. I'm wearing that jacket. I'm Dante! Mwah! But yeah, that's number 7. Number 6, going back to Final Fantasy X, is the scene when you meet Jecht, or Sin. Yeah, when you're inside the city of Sin, like the city on Sin's back, and you go inside Sin. You go inside the armor, and you talk to your dad before killing him. Yeah, that was really emotional, and it really got me as a kid and to this day. So, kudos to you, Final Fantasy X, because you got me. I mean, that scene still gets me. And it's hard to get me with scenes now, because I've seen all the dramatic scenes. And then this one, I'm currently playing through Final Fantasy X again, and as soon as I get some form of camera to record it for you guys, I might do a goofing off video in Final Fantasy X. Will it be a walkthrough like Dave the Usher does? No, because I can't do walkthroughs. I discovered this when I first tried to do a video for my channel. I tried to do a walkthrough of Final Fantasy VII. I can't do it. I don't know enough about the games. I miss things, and people got pissed off at me. Yeah, that's why I took those videos down. That's why they're not there anymore. People got pissed. They were like, you missed something back here. You're not a high enough level. You missed getting Yuffie. Fuck! And then when I went back to go get Yuffie, she wasn't there anymore, and you can't get her after that one time. And I'm like, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. So I can't do walkthroughs. So I might be doing a goofing off video as soon as I get a way to record that. Until then, you're going to have to put up with my crappy-ass internet games. Woo! But alright, and moving on to number 5 comes from Dragon Age 2, which had tons of emotional scenes, but none was more emotional than some psychopathic douchebag using your mom and some experience to try and bring back his dead wife. Yeah, no wonder people in Kirkwall hate mages. There's people like this running around everywhere. Like, holy shit. No wonder they're scared shitless of my mage character. Yeah, I recently ran through this as a mage, and I was like, why do people hate mages? Yeah, there's a couple of blood mages running around. Oh my god, I forgot about you, douchebag. And I was just like, no wonder people hate mages. No wonder whenever people find out I'm a mage, people hate me. But by the end of the game, what was really freaking weird is I not only had my brother Carver full friend, but I had Fenris full friend. That was before I was even on the Deep Roads expedition. I was like, holy crap. I was a douchebag the mage and didn't even realize it. Damn. Man, it works. Alright, and number 4 comes from Mass Effect 3. Any of you who played through all the games and you got everyone to survive Mass Effect 2, you know how emotional this scene is. Happens on Tuchanka. Mordin Solus, in order to cure the genophage, sacrifices himself. And what's sad is, if you played through Mass Effect 2, and you got him to sing in Mass Effect 2, he's singing when he dies in Mass Effect 3. Fuck you, game, because I'm getting teary-eyed just talking about this, because I was that attached to Mordin. I liked Mordin. I liked Grunt. I really liked Grunt. I liked Mordin, and then I can't remember his name, but I liked the Drell. Post the Drell's name down below, and I'm going to feel stupid for not recognizing this. And these are the characters from Mass Effect 2, specifically, that I like. My favorite characters from Mass Effect 1 were Rex and Garrus. I didn't like any of the humans. I also liked Liara and Tali. I didn't like Ash or Kaidan. They were kind of pathetic compared to the other 4. Yeah. Alright, but yeah. So, Mordin's death was really, really emotional. And it got me when I first played through. I was like, no! Mordin dies? No! And it was so sad. But I had gotten Rex and Eva to survive. So they kind of united all the clans. So now it's like one Krogan unit, like a just united Krogan race. And it was kind of scary, but at the same time really inspiring that a race that's been put down so much will actually sacrifice itself to save other races. And I'm just like, kind of makes you wonder why humans can't get over racial diversity yet. Alright, and moving on to number 3, again, Final Fantasy, but this time it is X2. Yeah, the ending of X2. Not the one where you don't get Tidus, but the one where you stick around at the end place a little bit, and the Faith comes out, and you talk to the Faith. And it's the one that Tidus had the most contact with. It was the one that told Tidus in Zanarkand, you can't today. Or you can't tonight. Yeah, the little guy, you know him by the words Bahamut. Yeah, the Faith that became Bahamut comes out to Yuna, and he asks if you want to meet Tidus again. Or if you want to walk with Tidus again. And you can either say, it's better this way, where you don't get Tidus, or yes. And he says, if you pick yes, which is the better option, he says, we'll do the best we can. And they bring back Tidus. And Yuna goes back to the Besaid, and when she gets there, Tidus is waiting in the water. Like, he wakes up in the water like he did in the beginning of 10. And he just comes out of the water, and the airship comes in, and she jumps out of the airship, runs to him, and it's like so emotional. They're back together after 2 whole years of Tidus being gone. And then what pissed me off is after I played through that game, I watched the bonus audio and credits for the Final Fantasy X and X2 HD Remastered. I watched the bonus audio and credits, and it completely set it up for an X3 that never happened. But with this remastered version, they might be making an X3. Which if they do, I hope they send it back to more of the Final Fantasy X version. because I liked that system a lot better than the Final Fantasy X2 system, which is going to give me a lot of hate because the X2 system was a lot more like other games. Like, it was a lot more like Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 13, where it had the ATB gauge. And I don't mind the ATB gauge. It was the dress spheres that I didn't really like. I was like, I liked having everyone was their own unique powers. That was what I liked. I was like, Tidus was made specifically for this, and Yuna was specifically this, and you can mix and match, and you give people other abilities and stuff. But I didn't like the dress spheres and the sphere changes and stuff. It didn't make sense to me when I first played through the game, and while it makes sense to me now, I still don't like it. I prefer the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X, and I don't mind the attack gauge thing. It doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, I just wish if they do make a third X game, which I'm hoping they do, I want a game with more Tidus, damn it. But if they do, great. If they don't, boo. At least do what Dave the Usher says and make a standalone Blitzball game. Come on, Blitzball's fun, but you can make it more fun. You can give it a whole other plane of dimension. Go up and down. Ooh, you can control your Blitzer from first-person view. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be incredible. That would be awesome. A first-person Blitzball game? That'd be fucking crazy. Are you kidding me? Alright. But moving on to the list before I drag on too long on this game. We're going to Final Fantasy VIII for the opening cutscene. Leon fighting what the fuck his name is, because I don't remember. It's been forever since I played Final Fantasy VIII. But that is an incredible opening scene, and it was amazing. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a great way to introduce the game, and I was like, that's my excited noise. Ugh. Ow. 1 second. Ow. I think I swallowed something. And if you guys know me, you know I'm not going to edit this out. I think I swallowed something, though. My life almost ended there. Thank you. Thank you, Green Power Juice. By Green Power Juice, of course, I mean 2-liter of Mountain Dew that has the tag ripped off. Can't show Mountain Dew on screen. Yeah, not allowed to. But they didn't take down my other video where I accidentally showed those 2-liters over there. I'm not going to do it again. But, yeah. They didn't take it down, but they just told me, like, no, 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 you don't do that. No, 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 no. Yeah, but that is my number 2, is the the opening cutscene of Final Fantasy VIII. And finally, for number 1, returning back again to Final Fantasy X, is the Blitzball sequence, not from Lucca, but from Xanarkand. You guys know the one I'm talking about, where you see Auron dramatically walking through the street, and you see Tidus, and the Blitzball ring goes, and it's all dramatic and shit, and you're like, whoa! And it was the first time Final Fantasy decided to throw in heavy metal music. And it was, and I think that's why I liked it so much better than all the other scenes. Not because it was like, well, it was a pretty energetic and awesome sequence where you see Sin emerging and like blasting, and as he blasts shit, like Tidus was going up for the spear shot, and he's like almost making it, and he just looks over and sees these shit flying at him, and he's like, and everything blows up, and he's like, oh my god, and he falls down and tries to save himself. But it was so intense, and then you had that heavy metal music just getting your blood pumped, and you were like, oh yeah, a boss fight's coming, and then there was no boss fight, and you were so disappointed. You were so sad that there was no boss fight. Like well, at least I remember, because I played until I got to Final Fantasy X. I had been playing games where when shit hits the fan and there's awesome epic music playing in the background, that was when the biggest, baddest boss came at you. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a boss early, a boss early, a boss. What are these things? Are you kidding me? But it was just this scene was just so intense, and the music was incredible. And for the longest time, I actually had that theme on my iPod as Xanarkin Blitzball theme. And I think it's called, on the CD, I think it's like called the Jekt theme or something like that, because the theme plays as you're fighting Jekt as well. So I think it's called the Jekt theme, but I had it on my iPod as the Xanarkin Blitzball theme, and it was right behind Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. So as I was going through, I'd hear Down with the Sickness and be like, yeah, and then all of a sudden, and to this day, I still have no idea what the fuck they're saying there, because it's so garbled and shit when it's coming out of the speakers on my TV, because my TV is crap. But yeah, to this day, it is hands down one of my most favorite dramatic sequences because it's so intense. But you all know the drill. Thank you for watching. I am Dat Hippie. If you enjoyed, leave a like in the description below. Actually, there's like a thumbs up button over there. Yeah, please click that. There should be a subscribe over there. If you want to see more, you can go to my channel, click on my name down that way. Yeah, my name's over there. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. Help me out a little bit. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can see more videos over there. And I am going to be logging off right about now, I think. I think I'm just gonna ramble on a little bit. But anyway, peace, guys. I really enjoy having you watching this stuff, and thank you so much. It is an incredible experience to be able to show you guys these videos and to be able to